What's up guys, Chase here, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about a tool that makes me about $1,500 per month mining Bitcoin. Now you might be thinking, hey, this says $170 per month. I'm going to show you how it actually makes $1,500 because I have multiple computers set up, and I'll explain to you why I got into this in the first place and whether or not you should get into it. But before I do, I want to mention that if you want to fully automate your income, go to the link in the description of this video and learn how I have created these processes to make a really healthy amount of passive income for myself, and how you can too. We're going to be doing a live class coming up here in 1 day and 20 hours. It might be lower by the time you see this, might even be closed. So get in there while you can. Now, one thing you might be thinking is, hey, I don't really have any money to invest in doing, what you're going to show me today, Chase. And that's the cool thing, is you don't actually have to have any money in order to do this. You also don't need to spend a lot of money on electricity either if you start doing it. So it's a thing that, yes, once you get it, it's completely free. All you have to really do is run your computer, and this will just passively make you money. So let me just explain to you. A little while back, I was on Facebook and I saw this hype about, Bitcoin, and everybody's saying how the prices are going up. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to start making money with crypto? And I didn't know anything about it, so I kind of did some research. I wanted to see if I could mine it. And, in the past, I tried mining before, and I saw some things that people were showing me about mining, and it was just really technical. So I kind of got discouraged. And recently I came upon a tool called Kryptex, which, by the way, if you want a free, I think there's like some sort of free thing that it comes with. If you go to the link in the description, if you also just want to support the channel, go to the link in the description and grab Kryptex if you do decide to use it. But I wound up finding it, and I pretty much just launched it on my computer, and I was super surprised because it just started running, and it just said I was making about $5 per day. And I was like, how is this possible? I didn't even have to do anything. And that's the cool thing about this program, is that you actually don't even have to do anything to get it set up. I'm going to show you exactly what you do in order to get the program and get it running and make sure you optimize it. But it's actually pretty simple just to put it on your computer. You basically download a program, you open it up, you run it, and you're good to go. But there are some technicalities that I want to show you, and some things that you need to know when you're doing this, because anything that you start doing, you definitely want to know the ins and outs of it before getting into it. So first of all, you need to have some sort of graphics card. You can see here, this is an NVIDIA GTX 1080 Ti. It's a gaming computer, so I have a good graphics card for gaming. If you don't have a very good graphics card, chances are you're not going to be able to make a ton of money. You can still probably make a little bit of money because you can still mine with your CPU. If I turn this button on, I can actually start mining with my CPU. But that's usually about, I don't know, probably like 20 or 30 cents a day. It's not going to be a whole lot. However, if you look at the inflation rate on a lot of this stuff, it can end up being a lot more. But let's just go into the step-by-step, and I'll explain to you how you can optimize this, how you can start making more money. And I'll also tell you what I've been doing to actually pull $1,500 a day, because I actually just bought a bunch of computers, and I've been running them all night, and the results have been pretty crazy. So anyways, let's go into the first step, which is going to the link in the description of this video and go to Kryptex and go ahead and create an account. So you're just going to go to Kryptex like this. You're going to go to the download, and it's going to ask you to create an account afterwards. After it's done downloading, you're going to press run, and you're going to open it up. Now, at a basic level, that's pretty much all you have to do in order to get it running. And you can start making money that fast. Now, let's talk about what you need to know about the actual dashboard, the platform, and everything else. So first of all, you can see here, this says 25 MHS, and that stands for mega hashes. Basically, the higher your mega hashes are, the more money you can make. The mega hashes are basically a way to, they're used to decode what what the coin is that you're mining. So the way crypto works and the way mining works is that you're basically trying to figure out what code is the coin consists of in order to actually mine it. It's kind of confusing. Again, you don't have to know about the actual process in order to do this. I'm just kind of explaining to you what these are. So our goal is we want to actually up these mega hashes, and I'll show you. I'm actually able to get about 40 mega hashes. I'm almost about able to double this just by doing a few simple tweaks. But before I show you how to do that, let me just show you the dashboard. So here you can see this is my total balance right now, $153.30. And the way this platform works, by the way, is the way they make money is every time you go to withdraw your money, if you want to withdraw it, they charge a $10 fee. So, generally you basically just want to hold on to the money until you're ready to cash out, with a big chunk of it, so you don't get $10 fees all the time. So this is the dashboard. You can see here, this kind of shows you your earning history. This shows you how many mega hashes I think you're running, or this is how many solutions you're solving, something weird. I don't really know it that much. Balance. This just shows you, you can see here, the price of Bitcoin, so the exchange rate, and gives you all this other information. Hardware. This is all the different computers that I'm running. Whether they're on or not, you can actually control them from this dashboard, I believe, which is pretty cool. You can turn it on or off. It'll tell you how they're doing, how much wattage they're using, what the temperature of the GPU is. And I'll explain to you as well, like how high you should have your GPU and whatever else. Okay, now you have down here your request payment. So you can get paid out in Bitcoin. You can get paid out in Ethereum, any of these other things as well. I recommend, probably Bitcoin just because it's a safer option. Ethereum is going up right now, so that might be a good thing for you to do. But that's pretty much all you do. You just put in the amount that you want to withdraw, and you enter in your wallet address. And I think in order to get a wallet, you just go on Google and just type in like crypto wallet. I actually haven't done that process yet, so maybe I need to create a second tutorial for building a wallet. But anyways, the other cool thing about this tool is you can make money by recommending it to people. So when I'm doing this video right now and I'm recommending it to you, and I'm saying, hey, go use this tool, you can actually go to this affiliate program button, and anybody who uses your link and starts mining with Kryptex, you can see you make about 3% of whatever they mine. So it's kind of more of a reason to use this tool to make money, because now when people see that you're making money with it, they're going to want to go and make money as well. And then you get a percentage of what they earn, which is really cool. You can see here I've earned about $11.44 already from other people mining for me. Okay, now let's talk about how I'm making $1,500 a month, because right now, again, you might be seeing it says $183 per month, and with 4 computers, that just doesn't add up. So one thing that we can do is we can up the mega hashes, but the other thing is that depending on how much Ethereum is worth at this point, because this is mining Ethereum, the price will go up in the amount of money that I actually mine. So right now you can see it's a little bit lower. The price of Ethereum is lower, but if the price of Ethereum goes up, then I'm able to sometimes earn up to $14 to $15 in a day. And so this has actually been recently about $14 to $15 per day. It's weird too, because I've been seeing that later in the day, the amount of money that I've been making, the price of Ethereum has been going up, and then earlier in the day, it's usually not as high for some weird reason. So there's a couple things that you're going to want to get for this, for Kryptex, in order to increase your mega hashes, in order to get more money coming in. The first one is a tool called MSI Afterburner. So after you download Kryptex, which is step 1, step 2 is you're going to go to a tool called MSI Afterburner. I already have it, but I will go show you what the website looks like, and I will also obviously leave the links to this in the description of the video. But you're going to go over to the site and you're going to press the download button here. After you download the tool, this is what it looks like. Now, what we're trying to do here is we're basically trying to up our stats. We're trying to up the amount of mega hashes that we can actually get with the GPU. Now, what you're basically mainly adjusting is these two things, the core clock and the memory clock. I'm not a pro at this by any means, so I don't really fully understand it, but you usually want to fluctuate anywhere between 0 to 800 on here. And then on the core clock, usually between 0 and 100. And usually just by kind of going in between these settings, you'll end up finding a good spot that ends up really upping the mega hashes. And basically all you do is once you adjust it how you want, you just press this apply button, and you can start running these. This will usually end up running higher as you adjust these settings. Now, what ends up happening though is you use more core clock and more memory clock, your GPU will start getting hotter. You can see this is the actual temperature of the card in the GPU. So one thing that you're going to want to end up doing is actually increasing your fan speed. And you can do that by enabling this auto button, turning it off actually, and then upping your fan speed here and pressing apply. Now, if you want a deeper tutorial on overclocking, please let me know, because I have a friend that's amazing at this. I'm not good at it by any means. I'd love to bring him on and give you guys some more information about that. But that's kind of the gist of it. You're just basically wiggling it around until the mega hashes start going up. And you want to make sure, by the way, that your whatever you do, that when you're messing around with it, make sure that your GPU doesn't go over 75 degrees Celsius, because once you start getting into that territory, you can start burning up your stuff. But as long as you're around like 65 to 70, I usually try to keep mine at like 58 to 59. You're usually pretty good. So yeah. All right, so next what we got is a tool called the ETH enlargement pill. And this pill it's called a pill. It's actually just a program. It's only meant for two different types of GPUs. The GTX 1080 and the GTX 1080 Ti, I believe. And basically it just helps you get more mega hashes out of these two different GPUs. So if you have one of those GPUs, you would run this program on it. I'm not going to go into it. Just look it up if you do have that. If you do have one of those graphics cards. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't know which graphics card I have. I don't know how profitable it is for the graphics card that I currently have. And the easiest way to do it is just to go to your system settings, I believe. So if you type in computer on here, do properties, I usually can find your settings or your devices. You can see actually right here, it doesn't have it in here. I believe it's in device manager. So we would do something like display monitor. I think it might be display. Yeah, so there it is. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. Now there's actually something you can do that can increase the profits that you're making, and that is buying more computers. So we kind of talked about step one, which is, let me just put it in here. Step one is downloading Kryptex and running it. Step two is sort of optimizing it with something like MSI Afterburner. And then step three is buying more computers. So let's just say that you got one computer running, kind of like how I did when I first started, and you're making, I don't know, $5 to $10 per day, maybe 15 if the ETH prices are higher and you're running a higher mega hash rate. But now you want to get more computers. Now, here's the thing. A lot of the prices are really high right now. So if I want to make money mining, sometimes, the investment might not be worth it. And so this is optional. You don't actually have to do this step, but it is something that, if you want to keep making more money, like for instance, like when things are going up, when the rates aren't down like this, I can make up to $1,500 per month estimated, right? And so all I have to do is find something that's going to be worth that, right? Now you can get all kinds of different graphics cards, like ranging from something really cheap to something really expensive. What I would recommend though is just go to somewhere like Facebook Marketplace, which is what I've been doing. And what you're going to do is you're just going to start looking for people that are selling entire computers cheaper than the graphics card itself. So if I go to, let's just type in Facebook Marketplace and go here. And by the way, I just want to mention, I started doing this. I've only bought 3 computers. I spent a total of about $3,000, and that scared me. Freaking those fingers scared me. I spent a total of about $3,000, and I have now 4 computers running that are making about the $1,500 per month. So it's only going to take, I think, about 3 months for those other computers I bought to make the money back. And the cool thing is even after I make the money back, I can end up getting those computers resold, and I can make even more if I just want to resell the computers, because the computers will hold pretty good value. So we're in Marketplace. I'm going to type in computers. And here we can see, okay, you don't usually want something like this. You want something that's like a gaming computer that has a graphics card in it. One thing I will mention is that every about 4 gigabytes of memory that you have in a graphics card, you get about, I think it's about 12 to 13 mega hashes. So this is a 11 gigabyte graphics card, and it can go up to 40 mega hashes per second. A 4 gigabyte graphics card probably will only be able to pull about 20 when you're overclocking it. So just remember that, whenever you're looking up a graphics card, even if you're looking and seeing, oh, it's cheaper, I can, or it's more expensive than, it's more expensive on like Amazon than it is somebody selling it. Just remember how much you're actually making off of it. You can see here for about 27 mega hashes, when I'm running it at this speed, it's making about $6 per day. So if you're getting a 4 gigabyte graphics card and there's only, 20 mega hashes that it can run, you're only making about $4 a day when you're probably spending about $600 or $700 to buy the computer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just show you, because I know it does sound kind of confusing. So like for instance, the gaming PC build. Oh, looks like this is a service that they're selling. And you'll notice that a lot of computers are actually being purchased right now because the profits are so high on mining. So here we go, an RGB gaming PC. And all we're really looking at is the graphics card, which you can see right here. It says a GeForce GTX 750 Ti. So I'm just going to go ahead and Google that. And we're going to go see what it's worth. So it looks like it's only worth like $100. And if we actually see the specifications, we want to see what the memory is on it. Let's see, is it about 5 gigabytes per second? Is that right? Oh, I guess that's right. That doesn't seem right to me, because if it is, then it should be more expensive, I believe. Yeah, it's about 2 gigabytes, I think. So you can see here, it's unavailable. Everybody's buying graphics cards because they want to mine with them. But if the computer, this is basically the ratio. If the computer somebody's selling, let me put this up. If the computer somebody's selling is more expensive than the graphics card that's being listed, then you're probably not getting a good deal, or you're probably not getting a good enough deal in order to mine. And what I mean by this, let me just show you. This is worth $600, but the graphics card is only worth like $100. So you're actually paying for something that's not going to really make you a whole lot of money. All the other parts are not really going to make you a whole lot of money. All you really care about is the graphics card. I'll give you another example. I bought a computer 2 days ago with a 1080 Ti hybrid graphics card, which is making me, I think it's like 12 or 13 bucks a day, something around there. And I paid $1,100 for that computer. Well, the graphics card itself, let me just look it up for you, is worth about $900, $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. So it's on average, it's worth more than the $1,100. So I got a pretty decent deal because the graphics card is I basically just bought the graphics card, but got the computer with it. So that's kind of the deal that you want to look for. So kind of buy at your own risk. Don't just do everything that I say. Like, just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that it's like financial advice or anything that you should, do it at your own risk, right? I do it as a hobby. I do it for fun, and I do make a little bit of money off of it, but it's more of a fun thing for me. But that's the 3-step system. I know it might sound kind of simple, but it really is. It's not incredibly difficult, and it is something that's making me money. It's something that I'm going to continue doing. And I also want to just mention again that if you haven't done so already, go to the link in the description. Check out the brand new class we'll be doing on Friday. I really want to show you how you can fully automate your income. This thing that I'm showing you here is a very small amount of money compared to the amount of money you can make by doing other forms of automation, like affiliate automation, using robots to go and build followings for you and make money on the fly. But ideally, you just want to figure out how to automate your income. And if you really want to do that, I do recommend you join these classes. You can get in for $1, but it's only for the next couple days. So get in there. I'll see you very soon. Until I do, happy automating. See you next time. Bye.